My panties were already at my knees when I realized I could not stop him. I was not drunk. I was not high. I was not even afraid. I just stood there, heart racing, lips parted, skin on fire. As Alex, my best friend's father, dropped to his knees behind me and whispered, "Let me take care of you." He was twice my age, married once, widowed now. I had known him since I was a teenager. He used to grill burgers for us during sleepovers and buy us pizzas when we cried over school drama. But that night in his study with the door locked and the room heavy with his cologne, he touched me like I was not his daughter's best friend. He touched me like I was his. And the moment his tongue met the inside of my thigh, I knew I had crossed a line that I could never uncross. But I never imagined it would become the favor that would turn my life around and tear my soul apart. Before I go deeper into this tangled story, I want to say thank you to every one of you who has subscribed to this channel. Your support means more than you know. And to all our new and returning viewers who are yet to hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? That one click is the energy that fuels this space and keeps the stories flowing. Your likes, your shares, your comments, they matter deeply. So, please do not hesitate to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let us build this community together. Now, back to how I found myself half naked in the home of the man I never thought I would betray my own friend with. My name is Hannah. I was 20 when this happened. I had just dropped out of nursing school because I could not keep up with tuition, bills, and the constant pressure of trying to look like I had it all together. I worked double shifts at a rundown diner off Highway 280 in Birmingham, Alabama. And on the nights I was not cleaning grease off tables, I crashed in my best friend, Terry's place. Terry was everything I was not. Confident, wild, rich. Her father, Alex, owned 3 car dealerships and a lakeside cabin we used to sneak off to in high school. Alex was the type of man that wore suits like armor, smooth talker, silver hair, those dark eyes that looked straight through you. He was quiet, but always watching. After Terry's mother passed from cancer, Alex changed. He became softer, almost broken, but never weak. There was something in him that pulled you close, even when he said nothing at all. I remember the first time he offered to help me. I was sitting on the back porch crying over a notice from my landlord. Terry was inside with her headphones blasting. Alex walked out with a beer, saw my face, and just sat down beside me. "You are drowning, Hannah," he said. "Let me throw you a rope." He paid my rent that month. Then, the next he gave me a used car from one of his lots. Then he helped me get a better job at the front desk of his office. That was the beginning of the favor. But favors from men like Alex never come without heat. One evening after hours, I was in his study going over paperwork when I dropped my pen. I bent over to pick it up, and when I rose back up, he was behind me, his breath brushing the back of my neck. "You are beautiful, Hannah," he said. I froze. That was the first time he ever said anything like that. I looked over my shoulder, and his hand was already on my waist. I should have said something. I should have moved. Instead, I leaned back. I let it happen. I let him undress me. I let him touch me in places I had not let anyone near in years. And I let myself feel good. So damn good. That night, as he kissed the inside of my thighs and pulled every inch of shame from my body, I knew something had shifted between us. But I also knew something was coming, something dark, something dangerous. Something that would make me question if I ever truly had control at all. I wish I could tell you that was the only time it happened. That one night of weakness ended quietly in shame, and I walked away untouched. But the truth is, I walked back into his arms again and again and again. The next morning, Alex texted me, "Come by the lake house, just us." No questions, no apologies. Just a command. And I followed it like a woman hypnotized. He had keys waiting for me at the side entrance. A room with fresh white sheets, a robe that fit too perfectly. And when he touched me again, this time in daylight, it felt even more dangerous. What started as one stolen night turned into weekend getaways. He sent me money, paid off my school loans, bought me new clothes, shoes, perfume. He gave me a life I could not afford, and I gave him every part of my body. Terry had no idea. She thought her father was just helping me get back on my feet. She even joked about how I was like a second daughter to him. If only she knew her father had memorized the taste of my skin. At first, the secrecy made it thrilling. The risk, the lies, the guilt. I wore it all like perfume. Alex told me I was special, that I gave him life again after losing his wife, that I made him feel like a man, not just a grieving father. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. But slowly, he began to change. He got possessive, controlling. He wanted to know who I was texting, where I was going. He did not like me being close to Terry anymore. "Keep your distance," he said one night while stroking my hair in bed. "She asks too many questions." I laughed thinking he was being paranoid. But then Terry asked me why I stopped coming over for girls' nights. She said, "You were acting weird, Kim. Like you were hiding something. Are you seeing someone?" I lied. I told her I was just focused on school and work, that I was tired, that I had no time for guys. She laughed and hugged me. "You better not be sleeping with my dad or something," she joked. My heart almost stopped. She had no idea, but the guilt rushed up my throat like vomit. That night, I told Alex we needed to slow things down. He stared at me coldly. "After everything I have done for you, after all I gave you." His voice was low, like it carried a threat wrapped in silk. He reached into his pocket, took out a diamond bracelet, and placed it on my wrist. "You do not walk away from me, Hannah." And I did not. I stayed, even when my soul screamed for me to run. Then came the night everything almost fell apart. Terry invited me over for dinner. Just the three of us.
I had not seen her in weeks.
Alex told me not to go, but I knew if I kept avoiding her, she would get suspicious. I walked in nervous, lips trembling. And there he was, Alex, sitting at the head of the table, acting like I was just another guest. But under the table, his foot slid up my leg. He stared at me while pouring wine into Terry's glass, rubbing his toes against the inside of my thigh. I nearly dropped my fork. Terry was talking about some guy she met at work, giggling, not noticing how I was shaking. Then she said it. "Dad, you remember that night Hannah came over to help you with paperwork? She told me you two worked really late. What were you working on again?" My mouth went dry. Alex smiled calmly and said, "Just bills and tax papers." Then he looked at me, his eyes dark, his jaw tight, as if daring me to speak. I nodded and forced a smile. But I could feel my lies cracking. One more question, one slip of the tongue, one wrong look, and everything would explode. It all came crashing down 2 weeks later. I had just finished showering at Alex's place. My skin still smelled like him. The bracelet he gave me sparkled on my wrist as I dried my hair in his bathroom mirror. Should have felt powerful, desired, wanted, but all I felt was hollow. Alex was in the next room, half-dressed, scrolling through emails like we were a normal couple. Like this was just another morning in a world that would never exist outside that house. I was about to tell him I could not keep doing this, but my phone buzzed. It was a text from Terry.
"We need to talk now."
I stared at the screen. My hands trembled.
Before I could respond, she called.
"Hannah," she said, her voice shaky. I went through my dad's phone. I saw the messages, the hotel receipts, the pictures. "You were in his bed, Kim. You were in my father's bed." Silence. My mouth opened, but nothing came out. There was no excuse. No lie, no clever spin, just truth. Ugly, raw, exposed truth. "I trusted you," she whispered. "You were my best friend, my sister. And you were screwing my dad behind my back." Then she hung up. That was the last time Terry spoke to me. She blocked my number. She posted a cryptic tweet that lit up our mutual friend circle like wildfire. Everyone started talking. Whispers turned into screenshots. Secrets turned into judgment. I lost friends. I lost my job. I lost the only person who ever felt like home. And Alex, he changed too. Once Terry found out, he distanced himself like a politician dodging a scandal. He said we needed space, that he had to protect his image, that I should lay low. And then the money stopped. The gifts disappeared. No more invitations, no more lake houses. No more soft promises in the dark. Just silence. He used me, and I let him. Not because I was weak, but because I was hungry for comfort, for validation, for love I never got in the right places. I confused attention with care. I mistook lust for affection. And by the time I saw the difference, it was too late. I hit rock bottom a month later. Back at the diner, back to scraping tips. No degree, no best friend, no man, just shame. But something changed in me. That shame, I turned it into fuel. I went back to school, paid every dime myself that I found therapy. I found healing. I started telling my story not as a victim, but as a woman who had learned the hardest way that some favors cost far more than they seem. I never blamed Alex. Not fully. He was who he was. But I blamed myself for staying when I should have walked. For choosing silence when I should have spoken. For betraying a sisterhood for the touch of a man who never saw me as anything more than an escape from his own grief. So here is what I learned. If someone offers to save you in secret, make sure it is not your soul they are stealing. If someone gives you everything but demands your silence, ask yourself what you are really trading. And never betray the one person who would have fought for you through anything. Because the price of lust is nothing compared to the cost of losing yourself. Thank you for watching. Now it is your turn. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment. Share your thoughts. Do you think I was wrong from the start? Do you think Alex knew exactly what he was doing? Let us talk in the comments. Do not forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Your support keeps this channel alive and these stories flowing.